for Top Rope Pro Wrestling. I am Chris Graham, and I've got Dustin Rhodes with me here. Dustin's going to be in the main event of New Year's Chaos, Saturday night, January 5th, 2013, Virginia Horse Center, Lexington, Virginia. Dustin, first off, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate you having me, man.
Hey, and we're glad to have you on New Year's Chaos. And so, first question I got to ask, any history with Chris Masters? Any past matches or anything like that with Chris?
We've actually never had a match against one another, so this should be interesting. Chris, I've known for a long, long time, and he's a pretty good guy, so we will see.
And how do you approach that? You know, working with a guy for the first time, getting in the ring. You know, Chris has his own style. You got a style. How do you work that out?
Well, he's very strong. You know, he works that strongman style, and me being the veteran that I am for 25 years, it's like riding a bike for me. I mean, I could miss it for 2 years and then get back in the ring, and it's just, I pick it up, it's dead easy, it's fun, it's my life, it's in the blood, you know what I'm saying? So, his strength and my mind games, I think will tear up the house, and we should have a pretty good night for the people there.
Dustin Rhodes joining us here on the show, and 25 years in the business, but really a lifetime around the business. Could you have imagined doing anything else than what you're doing now in terms of the long career you've had in wrestling?
Absolutely not, man. I've been very blessed and lucky that Dad is in the wrestling business. Now, if he was not in the wrestling business, I have no idea where I would be this day. But it was kind of born and bred into me, and he didn't want me to do it at first, but that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to do. So finally, it came to pass, and the rest is history. As far as doing anything else, I will do this as long as it continues to make me happy, and it does right now so much. And the day I don't like it anymore is the day that I retire.
Dustin Rhodes here on the show with us. You've been at the height of the pro wrestling business. You've been in WrestleMania's pay-per-views in WCW. You've been a champion in different capacities in all the companies you've worked for. Maybe a career highlight or two that just stands out. Something that you'll take with you when you're out of the business.
I've done a lot. Been through ups and downs in my career and had many title runs, and been very blessed to do some great things. I think the most important thing to me that I've accomplished in the business is becoming clean and sober. And I'm going on 5 years, and the last 4.5 years being clean and sober and being able to see clearly and go out and know that I don't need other things to get me through a match and things like that has made all the difference in the world. It's such a great outlook on life, being clean and sober, and that's probably my greatest achievement. That besides my daughter, being born.
Yeah.
I can't ask for anything more than that, but one day at a time, and to keep doing what I love to do and doing it without any kind of drug or alcohol in my system.
I can imagine it's a challenge because of the lifestyle of the pro wrestler. You're on the road a lot. You're away from home a lot as a result, and so it's easy to fall into temptation. It's probably hard to be 4.5 years clean and sober given the pressures of the business.
Well, I don't want to turn this into like a drug talk, but at the beginning, way back when you have an injury or something, and I had to start taking some, I didn't have to, but, I felt like I needed to because of the pain and things like that. Well, shit, I've had shoulder surgery now. I've had so many surgeries over the years, and, we can use that as a crutch. You can definitely, and get trapped and freaking abuse of drugs and alcohol, and it's no good. I mean, it just adds up and adds up and adds up. And then you can't find a way out. And if you just stop immediately, it'll kill you, And I've been very, very lucky to hit a rock bottom and find that place, and WWE extend their hand in helping me get clean and sober. And then I wrote a book about it and things like that. So it's being on the road is hard. me. I love it. And in this past 4.5 years, at the beginning, you know, coming straight out of rehab and things like that, it is tough. So there's triggers everywhere, so I have to be very, very careful where I go and what I do. And that's part of my deals, you know, now that, you know, I'm clean and sober, that if I get booked on a show, I want to make sure that that locker room is not full of a bunch of drunks and things like that, because that's not good for me. That's not a good place for me to be.
Yeah.
I'm out to have a good time and entertain the people that come and pay their money and put on a good show and leave them happy.
We're looking forward to that. Dustin Rhodes, he'll be in the main event against Chris Masters, New Year's Chaos, Saturday night, January 5th, 2013 in Lexington, Virginia. And you mentioned a book that you've written, and I know we've talked before the interview here about your website. Talk about your website. I'm sure the book is available for sale there, but some other stuff as well.
Yeah, my book I wrote kind of fresh out of rehab. It's called Crossroads, Gold Dust Out of the Darkness. And you can get that on my website, which is dustinrhodes.lockerdome.com. And I have lots of T-shirts there. There's some panels on there, stuff like that. Just go check it out. Some of my YouTube favorites, things like that.
dustinrhodes.lockerdome.com.
Yep.
We will have a link for our listeners here on our website, topropeprowrestling.com. And again, Dustin Rhodes will be in the main event at New Year's Chaos, Saturday, January 5th, 2013 in Lexington, Virginia. Well, Dustin, we want to thank you so much for your time today.
Hey, man, I appreciate it very much, Chris. Thank you.